no, he's got the better start.
Oh, let's go.
Case, today we're going to find out if a German iconic hot hatch can beat a 30-year-old American muscle car icon.
That's right, it's 10 cylinders versus 4, rear-wheel drive versus all, and 8 liters versus 2.
America versus Germany.
We'll see.
Case, this is a bittersweet drag race for me because you are driving my dream car and I don't want to beat you.
Yeah, well, I kind of don't want you to beat me either because this Viper is very cool and it should be willing to win this drag race. Funny thing though, where I'm sitting, I feel like I'm lined up with your back seat. I've got the longest hood in America right now.
Yeah, that may be because you've got 6 more cylinders. You've got a 10 cylinder while I only have a 4 with a turbo, but at 100 degrees outside, I kind of feel bad for you. So what I'm going to do for this very first race is I'm not going to use launch control. I'm going to leave my air conditioning on and I'm just going to floor it. And then the second race, I'll get serious and put it in a race mode and use launch control.
Right on. Well, hopefully I make it that long because I've got a V10 rear-wheel drive, 20-year-old tires, and no ABS, no traction control, and no airbags. So
safety is not the #1 priority in this race.
I've got all that plus heated seats.
yeah, 98-degree day. I'd love to see you flip on that heated seat, Roman.
All right, let's do the first race. And I'm not going to sandbag this because I still want to win, but I'm rooting for you.
Yeah, and between me cheating the start by a millisecond and being slow to roll, I'm going to cheat the start.
Question is, can a 30-year-old American icon muscle car beat a brand new hot hatch? Let's find out.
Come on, Viper. My goal here is no wheel spin.
No, he's got the better start.
Oh, let's go.
Come on, Golfar. Come on, Viper.
Oh, Viper. Oh, V10. Woo!
Oh, he's staying ahead of me. He's staying ahead of me.
Man, that feels good. Wow. I'll tell you what, this is not the fastest shifting transmission in the world, nor is it the fastest car in the world, but it feels incredible. That's some of the most fun I've ever had.
Hey guys, before we get back to drag racing, a quick word from our sponsor, Pi Genius. If you hate hot cars in the summer like I do, you'll appreciate the sunshades made by Pi Genius. And to prove that these work, we actually conducted a little bit of an experiment to find out just how much cooler your car gets if you have a sunshade. I think you'll be surprised by the results.
This video has been brought to you by Pi Genius. You can find the perfect Pi Genius sunshade for your car or truck at the Pi Genius store on Amazon.com. Click on the link in the description below to take your first step to keeping your vehicle cooler this summer. You'll be glad you did.
All right, my draggy says I do the quarter mile in 14.58. 0 to 66.4. Not exactly.
I need a smoke or something after that. That was quite the experience.
Yeah, I mean, my times weren't grand, so quarter mile was 14.58 seconds, 0 to 66.4. Yeah, not great, but Kase, like I said, this is bittersweet, so I wanted to give you a chance because I want that 30-year-old Viper to win, but this next race is going to be a little different. I'm going into full-on race mode, launch control, and I'm going to get that turbo spooled up, which you don't have, and we'll see what's what.
Yeah, well, and I appreciate you giving me a little bit of a head start there on the launch, but I did end up at a 14.52 here, unprepped surface, mile above sea level, old tires, which for a car of this age is pretty decent. So not only did I cross the line first, this car actually put down a quicker time.
Yeah, well, I mean, originally, back in the day, that was a 4.5 second 0 to 60 car. And I suppose that, my thermometer says it's 102 degrees outside. I don't think that's helping you.
No, although maybe it's helping my 20-year-old tires grip a little bit better. I'm purposely going kind of slow on the launch because I don't want to roast these tires all the way down the strip, which is 100% possible with 465 pound-feet of torque.
Yeah, plus, rear-wheel drive versus all-wheel drive. So I think I've got a good shot of beating you here because, if this thing gets a good hole shot, it might be a much closer race.
And I know you're a little down on horsepower, but like you said, brand new tires, all-wheel drive, dual clutch transmission, turbo up here at altitude. That Volkswagen's got a lot of things going for it. It's a genuinely quick car.
Yeah, but you've got 6 more liters of displacement.
That's true, and boy do you hear it going down the strip. Oh my God, the noise that comes out of this car.
Yes, I've got this fancy Slovenian exhaust. Yours still sounds better.
There's no replacement for displacement.
Under the hood of the brand new Golf R is, of course, a 2-liter turbo. Now, this particular one is one of the more powerful ones that Volkswagen has stuffed in a Golf R. We're looking at 328 horsepower, 310 pound-foot of torque, paired to a 7-speed DSG or dual clutch transmission, which should make it quick, especially since it's paired to all 4 wheels. In other words, all-wheel drive.
Getting under the hood of the Viper is a little bit more of a process. It's not so refined, right, Roman? I'm actually going to need your help.
Yeah, so this is a 1994. It's the first gen RT, and there is quite a bit of doing to open the hood. First, you got to open the latch. That's
true.
Right there.
And I'm glad I'm doing this for the first time on camera.
Then you got to open the second one, and then you don't want to have just one person lift it because this giant bonnet, as the British would say, easily warps, easily cracks, and it's very expensive to replace. So you really need 2 people to open it, and ideally 2 people to close it because you can warp it closing it from one side. But look at that! I mean, look at that!
I know. Once you get underneath, there it is, beautifully branded, bright red, huge intake manifold, 8 liters, V10. This motor has an interesting story because basically Chrysler took their 8-liter cast iron truck engine to Lamborghini, who at the time they owned, and Lamborghini helped them turn it into kind of a sports car engine, but it still came in block 2 valves per cylinder, which makes it a little easier on maintenance, but 400 horsepower, 465 pound-feet of torque, and a 6-speed manual, rear-wheel drive, old Flintstone tires.
Well, this was supposed to be like, an iconic sports car powertrain.
Yeah.
And what happened was, as is typical with Chryslers, they ran out of money. So it's supposed to have 4 valves per cylinder. It's supposed to be, exotic. The only thing exotic about it is the color and the fact that it's aluminum, but it's a pushrod V10, which
it's pretty
makes,
simple.
Yeah, for, a very reliable Dodge.
Yeah, and actually a decent amount of power, especially for the time.
If this were a Ferrari, dude, you would have to pull that engine like every 25,000 miles.
Not the Viper.
No, it just starts, goes, and runs every time. Also, closing a case is not so simple, so you need 2 people.
Yeah.
And then, because you don't want to crack this paint, you got to kind of push, and somebody's already cracked it right there.
Yeah.
But you got to kind of push down and forward, like that.
Exactly. Closer to the hinges rather than at the very edge of the hood where it can flex more.
Yep. All right, I am putting it in R mode. So it's in race mode. I am turning traction control off, which enables me to do launch control, and then we'll see what's what.
Yeah, I can't really do any of that, but I'm gonna go full throttle.
All right, I am fully ready to take you on. So let me do launch control.
Come on, Viper.
Modern technology at its best.
Come on, Viper. Oh my God, that Volkswagen's quick. Keep pulling. Stay with them.
Here we go. Bye-bye, Viper. And so sorry, Dodge.
Oh! By a nose, well, by a car length or two, but that's actually pretty close. Wow, this car is something spectacular.
Okay, so I am so sorry. I feel horrible. Yeah, that was much different. Quarter mile, 13.64, 0 to 60, 5.1 seconds.
I gotta say, for this car having its old tires and it being 30 years old and having this very agricultural long throw 6-speed manual versus all-wheel drive and sticky rubber and all the perks of that Volkswagen, it did an okay job staying up with you. And on my second run, I did a 14.33, so I got a little bit quicker, but that car in race mode with launch control is a rocket.
Well, I think we gotta do one more. I think we gotta do a rolling race. What do you say?
100%.
Kase, I got a confession. This is the new Black Series Golf R, which means it's got the Euro style package. And that means, my man, it has cloth seats that are not electric. It doesn't have a sunroof. And best of all, it's got this Akrapovic exhaust, which looks wonderful. And all in all, it saves 80 pounds of weight, making it even quicker.
While all of those details on the Golf R Black Edition are cool, he's got no sunroof. I've got a sunroof all the time because this car wasn't designed to have a roof originally. Akrapovic exhaust, not bad. But how about side pipes that can burn you if you're not careful? And 335 tires on the back of this car. There's no competing with the Viper. This Viper is so much fun to drive. There is so much ceremony around the acceleration of this car. I know there's a lot of people that don't necessarily care for the way it sounds, but I would wager a lot of those people maybe haven't ridden in one or especially haven't driven one, because it is quite the experience going full throttle and snatching gears in this car. Even though they're big long throws and it's not the quickest shifting transmission in the world, it's still pretty incredible to go for it in this car. So a lot of times, Tommy and I will go as far back as we can and we'll try to accelerate pretty quickly off the line here so we can get to 30 and get nose to nose and try and hopefully go full throttle round about the time that we're passing them with the cameras. Do you want to count us down once we hit 30?
Yeah, it's probably harder for you because you've got no windows, no roof.
Yeah, and I need both of my hands, especially in a car like this. So I'll plan to just match you, stay right alongside you. Once you see 30 on your dash, you can start the countdown and we'll both go full throttle.
Here we go. You ready? 3, 2,
1, go! Oh, he got to jump on me.
Come on.
Oh, he definitely got to jump on me, but I'm catching up.
Come on, Viper. Stay in the power.
Come on, Golf R.
Oh, that is thrilling.
I think you got to jump on that one, but still, dude, you did really well.
One thing about a naturally aspirated car that's also manual transmission is you're not waiting on a downshift, you're not waiting on a turbo. And this car is pretty light. It's got a lot of motor in it. So taking the rear wheel drive launch aspect out of the equation a little helps, but man, both of these cars, they're surprisingly evenly matched.
Yeah, considering you've got almost... Well, you don't have that much more horsepower. I want to say that one has 400 horsepower and 465 pound-foot of torque.
They're not too far off, especially considering the age gap between these. I'm sure this has lost a few ponies, and we're also a mile above sea level, where a turbocharged car is going to lose less power.
But the Viper, even 30 years later, is a good performer.
I am both very happy and very sad that I lost that second race, but you know, hell yeah, go Mopar, go America, and go Viper.
It's still got it, this car.
What makes the Mark 8.5 Golf so special, Case, is that it's this great mix of utility and sportiness, right? You could put kids in the back, you can drive it in the snow, but if I were a kid, I gotta say, I would rather be in the Viper, even in the snow.
You could definitely make a pretty easy case for buying the Golf over a Viper because, like you said, it's a lot more usable. We have winters here in Colorado, and the all-wheel drive alone is huge. I don't think most people are shopping Vipers for practicality, but as a driving experience goes, that is one of the most dramatic cars I've ever driven.
And here's the crazy thing, right? Most classic cars, they get more expensive as they get older. Not the Viper.
Yeah.
The brand new ACRs, those are $300,000 cars. The Gen 2 Viper is $100,000 car. That Golf R, $53,000. The Viper, $40,000. Come on!
When you say it like that,
how practical is that?
seems like a deal.
Yeah, I could convince my wife that is a family truckster all day long. Well, guys, thanks for watching. Let us know in the comments below. As always, this is Roman.
In Case.
We'll see you next time. Ciao.